Hey guys, Booligan here with Booligan Airsoft and Shooting Sports, doing our next progress video on the Traditions Firearms Flintlock Black Powder Trapper Muzzle Loading Pistol Kit, which we're building into kind of like a pirate styled flintlock. Was able to do all of the dry fitting, got everything fit perfectly on this, and then did my reshaping of the grip profile to a more traditional shape, as well as knocked off that bottom little loop thing that was there that I just aesthetically didn't like the looks of, you know, definitely like the way this turned out much better. So the next step is going to be finishing the kit and final assembly. This is going to be really in two parts. The first part is going to be the wood finishing. What we're going to do, we're going to hit it with a little Minwax Provincial penetrating stain to get it the color that I want. The ramrod is after 2 coats of that penetrating stain. See the difference? I love the way that this turned out. I think it looks great with the brass accents. And then most likely going to finish it. I need to do a little bit of research first before I try it out, but I'm going to research if I can do a true oil finish over that stain. It looks like I should be able to, but I just want to make sure there's no conflicting stuff there. But yeah, so that's what the next step is going to be. Let's go ahead and we'll do the wood staining. The next step after the wood is going to be bluing the steel and then final assembly. So bluing the barrel, all of those various components, and then just assembling everything final and getting it ready to shoot. So in this video, that's what we are going to be covering. We're going to be doing the stain first, and then we will be doing the bluing. I'll show you how I use a Birchwood Casey Perma Blue cold bluing kit. It's what I used on my Star BM 9mm pistol, and that thing turned out great. So this is going to be even better just working off of raw, good, modern steel. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do a little bit more work on this guy. After several coats of stain, I got to a color that I'm pretty happy with. It doesn't look absolutely perfect, which is kind of the look I'm going for this project. So now you have to actually finish it. And I like to use True Oil, goes on very easy. I always like to do the first coat with my hands, just rub it in by hand, and then subsequent coats kind of brushing it on. So let's go ahead and let's rub in this first coat of True Oil. glass work mainly completed. What needs to happen now is the finish work on the steel components. In this case, the barrel, little guy there that locks it into the frame, and this little underbarrel rib here, which the ramrod guide tube slides into. So what I'm going to be doing here is I will be using, of course, my trusty Birchwood KC cold bluing kit, the same thing I used on my Star BM. Cleaner, degreaser, blue and rust remover, and then finally permablue. The process for this is initially to clean everything, get everything sanded and basically nice and smooth and just perfect, ready to go. Then hitting it with this, which is the worst. Man, this stuff like stinks up your whole house. It's just awful. But luckily, there's not much bluing. There's no bluing, and there's really not much rust to work with, so I shouldn't have too much to do with this. Then lastly, the application of the perm blue itself. Always remember to wear gloves when handling any of this stuff. First, because, well, you don't want to get any of this crap on your hands. And second, you don't want to get any of your hands on this crap. You want to make sure that all of this stuff stays free of grease and oil. Otherwise, you get a terrible smudgy finish, and that's not good for anybody. So let's go ahead and let's blue this barrel. Okay, so after a total of 10 coats of the Birchwood Casey True Oil, as well as probably 5 coats of the Birchwood Casey Blackening, the cold black kit, this is what we have. This is my finished product on the Traditions Trapper Flintlock 50 caliber muzzle loading black powder pistol, and I love it. Take a look at just how that finish looks. Look at that depth. Beautiful. Look at the depth of finish on that grip. Everything just pops. And the really cool part about it is I'm invested in this now. I didn't go out. For probably around $500, I could buy this. Completed, already done, probably with a better finish than mine. But this one is mine. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into building this thing. And now I have, what's effectively an heirloom that I can pass down in my family. This is definitely customized for me. You may recall it had that little kind of spoiler there on the back to keep it from rocking back too far in my hand when I shoot it. I got rid of that for a more traditional look, and I love the way it fits my hand. It still fits really, really well, and I have the ability to get a good purchase on it when I shoot it, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. And it's not like I need to keep that muzzle flip down for repeat shots, considering it's about a 30 to 40 second reload process if I'm being quite fast. I also got rid of that little finger groove down there on the bottom of the grip. Again, more traditional look, and I just didn't really get why that was there. I didn't love it. But the rest of this is just kind of hand-shaped for me. I had to do a lot of work, again, on the wood, on the brass, just to get everything shaped correctly. But overall, it's definitely something that your average hobbyist can do. It just takes a little bit of planning. You have to have a couple of the right tools and patience to just put the thing together and really get it built exactly how you'd like it. So the next video that we're going to do on this is going to be taking it to the range. We'll be going over the function, how to shoot a flintlock pistol like this, and we'll be testing its accuracy and seeing how we go. The issue currently being the range I normally go to is an indoor range. I'm pretty sure I can't shoot a nice little smoke pole like this in there, even though they really have some amazing ventilation. Pretty sure they won't let me shoot this in there. So we're gonna have to go to a different range that is outdoors so that we can, actually go out and shoot it. So many thanks to Traditions again for working with me on being able to put this project together. And stay tuned for the next video in this series, shooting the pirate pistol. Thanks for watching.